Hello students, good morning. This is Mamta Yadav, your SST teacher. Today I will introduce you your fifth chapter, that is coastal regions and islands of India. First of all, you should know what are the coastal regions. Coastal regions means the regions or the area which have coast. Okay, and island is a place which has an land area around which from four corners there is a water only. They are um, an island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, so that is all. India has a 7,517 kilometer long coastline. That is very big coastline of India is there. It is 7,517 kilometer long, which includes the coastal plains of the mainland and the coast of two island groups. Island groups you should know. We have Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep. They are main island groups of India. To the west we have the western coastal plains, and to the east we have the eastern coastal plains. You can see in the map also western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. They are separated from each other by the Deccan Plateau but meet at Kanyakumari. Now about them. Western coastal plains. The western coastal plains cover a narrow strip of land about 65 km in width. That means it has very narrow strip of land. It is situated between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. You can see the western coastal plain. Yes. It starts from Gujarat. You can see it starts from Gujarat in the north and passes through Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and ends in Kanyakumari to the south. The width of the western coast decreases from north to south. You can see the Gujarat coast that is having the wide area, but when it comes down it has narrow strip. That's why the area decreases as we move downwards to the south. The western coastal plains is divided into three important parts. So western coastal parts can be divided into three parts. The first part is the Gujarat coast. Okay, in the north you can see the Gujarat coast. It is given in map. The Konkan coast in the middle and the Malabar coast in the south. Eastern coastal plains. Now about the eastern side, east side we can see the coastal plain. The eastern coastal plains refers to a wide stretch of land lying between eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It includes delta in West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Puducherry and Tamil Nadu coast. The average width of this plain is 120 kilometer. It has two broad divisions. The northern part is known as Northern Sarkar. You can see the map, and while southern part is called Coromandel coast. Now about islands. An island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. You should know what is an island. There are two big island groups in India. You can see the picture is also given below. They are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. Andaman and Nicobar Islands is a group of 572 islands which can be divided into two main islands group. The Andaman Islands to the north and the Nicobar Islands to the south. These islands are one of the union territories of India. Some islands in the group are of volcanic origin. That means they were originated by the volcanoes. They are covered with thick forest and only some islands are inhabited. That means they have thick forest, that's why people don't live there. But some islands are inhabited. Lakshadweep consists of 36 islands covering an area of 32 square kilometer. They are flat and sandy. These islands are known as coral islands because they are formed from coral deposits. What is coral deposits? Substances deposited at the bottom of the sea formed from the bones of very small creatures called coral polyps. Coconut is the main crop of this region and fishing is the main industry of Lakshadweep. Only 11 of these 36 islands are inhabited. The people of these islands speak Jesseri and Mal languages. Now, life in the coastal plains and the island. How people live in these areas. First, we will see life in the island. First is life in the island. That means most of the inhabitants are tribals. In islands, most of the people they are belonging to tribal group. People from different parts of the country have settled here. Main occupations on these islands are fishing and farming because it is a coastal area. It has a water all sides, that's why fishing is there, and farming also. Rice, maize, coconut, pineapple and papaya are the main crops grown here. The thick forests on the islands provide teak and rubber. It has thick forests, that's why the trees provide teak and rubber to the industry. Life in the western coastal plains. Gujarat, Daman and Diu constitute the north of the western coastal plains. Here most of the people are traders and farmers. You know that mainly Gujarat is famous for its textile industry. So there are traders and farmers. They are doing farming. Wheat and cotton are the major crops grown in the region. Ahmedabad in Gujarat is known for its textile industry. You know, Gujarat is famous for its textile industry and Ahmedabad is the major center. Salt is made in coastal areas. Garba and Dandiya Ras dances are the famous folk dances of this region. Garba people do Garba and Dandiya Ras in Navratra and other occupations. That dances are the folk dances. Coconut is widely used in food along the Konkan and the Malabar coast. Coconut leaves are used for making ropes, booms and boat tops. Fishing and farming are the main occupation of the people here. Means in Konkan and Malabar coast, Fishing and farming are the main occupations. The Konkan and Malabar coast are also important industrial and commercial centers because many industries are also set up there and commercial centers are also there. That's why they are important industrial and commercial center. The beautiful beaches and churches of Goa attract tourists from all over the world. Goa are mainly famous for their beaches and churches also. So not only Christian people, all over from all over the India and other foreign countries, people go to visit the churches also. Karnataka has teak and sandalwood forest. They have sandalwood forest. The hills on the Konkan coast reach up to the sea. Lighthouses built on the hills warn the ships about shallow water and rocks in water. Lighthouses that help the ship so that they warn against the shallow water and rocks in water. The Malabar coast is famous for its lagoons. What is lagoons? Lagoons, a lake of water, a lake of salt water that is separated by sand or and backwaters. It receives heavy rainfall. Spices like pepper, cardamom, and cloves are grown in abundance here. That means they are famous for its spices. The people of Kerala are good craft persons and work with coconut shells. Means they make different kind of things with the coconut shells. Wood, stone and metal. They make different kind of items with using these things. Onam is their most important festival. Onam is an harvest festival which is mainly celebrated in Kerala. Life in the eastern coastal plains. Fishing and farming are the main occupation of this area. Mainly people were doing fishing and farming in the eastern coastal plain also. Rice is the main crop of this region along with sugarcane, tobacco, coconut and banana. The Chilika Lake in Odisha with its bird sanctuary is a major tourist attraction. Chilika Lake in Odisha is also famous with its bird sanctuary. That's why it attracts many tourists from all over the world. Durga Puja is a famous festival of West Bengal. You know that mainly the Bengali people they worship only the goddess, so they celebrate Durga Puja. Vishakhapatnam is the most important seaport of the northern circles, whereas Chennai is the most important seaport of the Coromandel coast. They are the famous sea coast. The river Kaveri forms its delta along the Coromandel coast in Tamil Nadu. Puducherry was once a French colony, now it is a union territory. We know about Puducherry because it's union territory and it is the capital of its own. Yeah. And it's famous for the Sri Aurobindo Ashram, which attracts people from all over the world. The western and eastern coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. We have already read it. The three water bodies, the Arabian Sea on the western side, and the Bay of Bengal on the eastern side, and the Indian Ocean in the south, converge here. That means they meet here. Importance of the coastal plains and islands. Why they are important? Rivers like the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri run through this plain and form large deltas, thus making the region very fertile. Why coastal plains and islands are important? Because many rivers flow from here, and this make this land fertile. Coastal plains and islands make this land fertile, so people can, mostly you have read the chapter that mainly occupation is fishing and farming. So either they are growing some crops or they are doing the fishing. The Coromandel coast receives rain from both the northeast and southeast monsoon winds, whereas the Malabar coast receives heavy shower from southwest monsoon wind. That means heavy rainfall falls on these areas. Islands are popular tourist destinations. People in their summer vacations go to visit the islands. The maritime climate and tropical beaches attract large number of tourists from all over the world. Ports along with these coastal plains serve as important trading facilities. So we know about that. Many ports are there.
Yeah, Nourish.